Tony Stewart took 2 tires, had the best time. Look at Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson's 15.3 second stop. You can see how much off that is of those top cars that hit pit road that time.
3 waiver rounds. Nemechek, Bliss, McDowell, the 34 of Travis Kvapil gets the lucky dog. Restart, A.J. Allmendinger. He's taking the low line right alongside Truex, Biffle, Montoya, and Johnson. Here we go.
A little bit of a wiggle there from the 48 cars he got down into turns 1.
On board with Kurt Busch. That's Denny Hamlin on the high side. So far, Hamlin's having the kind of race he's been dreaming about.
Yeah, he's been able to get himself kind of in a comfort zone there on both of the starts here. See Martin Truex really wanting this lead from A.J. Allmendinger.
Putting the pressure on, they head down towards 3. Just about a car length separates first and second. Here comes Kurt Busch on the inside of the 48. Jimmy tries to slam the door and does. A little further back, Joey Logano gets around Tony Stewart. Maybe the 2 tires might not be working.
Yeah, we'll have to see that because all of these other guys have 4, and I think Tony's in a big trouble right there. Really loose.
Look how far back Kevin Harvick is. And remember, they were running together, but Harvick took 4 tires. Tony took 2.
Everybody took 4 tires. Tony Stewart was the only one I saw that took only the 2 tires, so he is going to be in trouble.
Brad Keselowski right in front of him. David Reagan also in that mix in the 6 car. Jeff Burton just ahead of them. Sam Hornish got a little close to the 83 going into turn number 3. On board with Tony with Casey Kane right behind him, running 16th.
I think those guys had to think that some others would have to be getting 2 tires and they might get a little buffer from all of those other cars that might have got 4 in behind them, but so far it's not working out. But Tony's doing a pretty decent job with it now that the air pressures have built up a little in those right sides.
Jeff Burton putting pressure on Sam Hornish Jr. as they go down into the corner. 39 gets a little high. Ryan Newman. Burton looks to the inside. Still not enough room. David Rudiman putting the pass on. Here goes Burton as well at the same time.
I think maybe Burton might have had to make some changes to that car. Yesterday, when we were talking about they were so good in practice, we had a hot, sunny day, and I think that the overcast conditions, cooler temperatures on this racetrack may have thrown them for a little bit of a curve, but it looks like they made a nice adjustment now.
Check in on Kevin Harvick as he's got Reed Sorensen right in front of him. As we've now hit the 50-lap mark here at the AAA 400 at Dover. Tony, or I should say Jimmy Johnson and Kurt Busch still going after each other. That is for 6.
Kurt been up beside Jimmy trying to make a pass on him, but wasn't able to do that. Looks like Jimmy's car's coming around to him now. Oh, pretty close here. Look, yeah. Watch out.
That's a wreck.
Watch out.
Newman gets into the double O, and Rudiman has heavy damage on the right rear quarter. Second caution of the day is out. And a tough break for Rudiman because he had a good race car going. He was 18th at the time.
My rear quarter panel's killed here, Rodney.
I think he may go pay Mr. Newman a visit right here.
So our second caution out here on lap number 52.
Front end knocked out of line, everything's killed, dude.
You heard him say everything is killed on the car.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard lick.
Let's go back and take another look, guys.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, Newman's pretty free getting in the corner. Not a lot of room between them. But Newman has to make that just that slight correction.
Yeah, with the speed you carry off into these corners and the lack of grip that you have from the concrete surface, see it right here happen.
It's definitely Ryan Newman's fault.
Back to the 31. Inside, clear, all clear.
Tough break because he's coming off a 7th place run back in New Hampshire.
Yeah, and they were really looking forward. Andy had mentioned that they were really fast in practice yesterday. They were looking forward to this race. Just unfortunate to have it taken away right there. But the responsibility of that inside driver is you have to make sure that your car's under control as you go off in the corner.
Well, as we get ready to head to a commercial break, we'll tell you that Michael McDowell is off the track. So is J.J. Yeley, Conway, Blaney is officially out. And it looks like Ruderman could be also.
Hunt for October continues on ESPN. Good old AL East fight between rivals. David Ortiz and the Boston Red Sox is playing the role of spoiler against Alex Rodriguez and the New York Yankees. Yankees trying to wrap up a second straight division title. Red Sox looking for the series sweep tonight. It's Sunday Night Baseball presented by Taco Bell. Part of Lee Jean's The Hunt for October on ESPN and ESPN3.com at 8 Eastern Time.
You say that with a smile?
Don't comment. Kevin Harvick, some troubles on pit road a minute ago, Doc.
Yeah, and his car is great. His crew may not be. That's Jonathan Billy we're showing you there. He's the rear tire changer. He got tangled up with a fueler on that first stop and fell on his right wrist now and the right thumb area. They're going to put some ice on it. When he fell, the gun came down on top of his wrist. He's able to move the thumb okay. He has a full range of motion. This doesn't have as much strength as he'd like to have. Now, they have a backup, Tim Latiga, standing by, but they want Jonathan to get the job done because he is very, very quick on pit road, and they got a shot at maybe winning this thing today.
Doc, thanks. A.J. Allmendinger out front and kind of enjoying things.
You're wondering, Mike, it's kind of fun leading. We should try this more often.
I'm in 100% agreement with you.
As we get ready to go back to green flag racing, it is Allmendinger leading them down from the inside. Truex, Biffle, Montoya, Hamlin, that's your top five, and Truex going for the lead.
He's going to get it. You have to stay on the right rear corner, but you can see AJ is able to power up coming out of turn 2.
Let me update one other thing. Great news for David Rudman fans. He was able to stay on the lead lap. They pounded out. He's wounded, but he's not done. He's back in the race. Clint Boyer side by side with the 20 car, Logano.
The boy got a nice run off of 2, made that thing stick right on the bottom in 3.
He had to change 3 lanes down the backstretch to get position, getting into turn 3.
That's for 13th to see Carl Edwards, Paul Menard right in front of him. And Kevin Harvick just a few cars back.
You can see Boyer got into the left rear of Logano just a little bit there.
Ryan Newman still on that high side. Casey Kane looking to take a look underneath. Then Harvick right behind them. Right after Harvick, you've got Tony Stewart, Jeff Burton, so you have 3 chase contenders still basically trying to work their way back towards the front. Let's check in on Jeff Gordon. And the first time today, we've actually been able to mention Kyle Busch's name as he made history yesterday in the Nationwide Series with his 11th win of the season. He could also make history 2 ways today if he were to complete the sweep.
Yeah, and you can see Matt Kenseth found his way up in the top 10 just in front of Carl Edwards there. Have to keep an eye on him all day. Matt's really good, especially as these races go on longer throughout the day. Seems to have a good handling car today.
Kenseth has had top 4 finishes the last 5 Dover races, and he was 3rd back in May. He likes this track. Juan Pablo Montoya and Greg Biffle going after each other. Biffle has been true to his word, says he's had a good car, although right now he's going to surrender the position to Montoya, so move Juan Pablo up to 3rd. And here's the irony for you guys. 3 non-chase contenders leading this race right now. And this race has traditionally been won, always been won by a chase contender since the championship started, that format.
I think there's a reason these guys are in the chase. They're able to adjust their cars really good. See Biffle really get on Jimmy Johnson's rear bumper and quarter pound. Got him a little bit loose now, trying to take that spot back away, Vince.
Yeah, Greg Biffle not 100% happy with his car, although he says it's not bad, but they definitely are already talking about adjustments they're going to make on the next stop. However, Biffle coming into this race, they felt like this was a real opportunity for them. Crew Chief Greg Irwin said this race and the next 2 they feel like will give them an opportunity to get in position to strike in the second half of the chase. This is a big race for Biffle in the 16.
Well, just to support you there, Vince, Biffle scored more points at Dover in the last 10 races than any other driver. That's how good he's been.
Yeah, that's what these drivers and teams do. Is they point to certain tracks that they know that these are opportunity races for them. You can't be good everywhere, even though Jimmy Johnson has in the past looked like he is. But Greg Biffle and his team know that they have to strike here early and try to take advantage of this.
Trying to strike right now. Kurt Busch underneath the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Here we go. And Kyle is going to follow Big Brother.
Yeah, he might lose more than a couple of spots here because you got Jeff Gordon right there, Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards all lined up behind him.
A couple more moments, this will start feeling like a parade to Denny. And he's on the sidelines watching.
Yeah, you're right, Andy. He could lose 4 or 5 spots before all of this is over, but he's able to settle in behind his teammate right now.
So he's limited the damage, at least for the moment. Give you an idea of where they are in relationship to the race leader, A.J. Allmendinger. He's led more laps today than he had in his previous 107 starts combined. No wonder he likes this idea of being out front. Here at our NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race at Dover, presented by Burger King.